CVA's Accura Series, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, welcome back everyone. This week's Picture of the Week is being brought to you by Flowers Deer Processing. Hey, they loaded the boat.
They
You're
have
having
been
to
busy.
take appointments.
They have been busy the last couple of weeks, I tell you what.
Oh, we just love the flowers though. Look at this monstrosity. This is my good friend. This is Bobby Cothran over here in Fairview, Tennessee. Bobby's been on the show several times with us, but Bobby always gets him a nice dominant buck.
He does.
Every year. And he hunts hard, but he hunts those moon phases too, just like Randall.
Yep.
He hunts them big time.
Pays off for him.
I went hunting with this guy's dad, and this is Peyton. This is Peyton Kitty with a nice buck killed in West Tennessee. This is over there close to Adamsville, Tennessee, and that is a really nice. Don't tell me West Tennessee doesn't have some monsters.
That's a wide rack joker right there, buddy.
Now look what his sister did. This is his sister did. This is a 12-pointer that she killed right behind the house. And let me tell you, look at that chocolate rack. I mean, is that not a gorgeous
you don't see that very often
West
when they're
Tennessee
that chocolate
deer? And I got to get my glasses on. Kirsten, that's it, Kirsten Kitty.
I was going to tell them for you just in case.
And this is another good friend of mine. This is Stephen Hicks. And Stephen, he said he couldn't take it no more.
It was time to put one in the truck.
It was time to put one and pull the trigger. He said, Hugh, my trigger finger just kept going ape on me.
It happens every once in a while.
It does, it does. So some fine West Tennessee deer.
Yeah, congratulations to all of them. It has been a great couple weeks for deer hunting.
It sure has.
You guys, y'all can send your photos to us here at 474 James Robertson Parkway. Get them to us on Facebook. We'll get them on here even quicker, and try to share a little bit of the story with us. Let us have the name, and like Hugh said tonight, we had a lot from West Tennessee. Let us know kind of where you are and how the hunt went for you, or the fishing trip, or whatever it is, and we'll get it on here as soon as we can.
Yeah, and all for you youngsters, if you're looking for a date, leave your phone number. All right, Brandon still has us on the edge of our seat now, in the blind with him, and we're waiting. We saw him bring his rifle up, but which one's he going to choose? I mean, my goodness, you had a buckarama out there.
I did. I had some good ones out there. That big 3-year-old 8-pointer that I'd let go open the muzzle loader. You can't see him in the screen right here, but he's actually at the top corner of the screen. And another 8-pointer had come in, and the short time 10-point turned around and run them off.
Yeah.
And so they run up to the corner of the field, and what you won't see to right here towards the end is that doe circled her way around, and she's actually standing about 15 yards from me down here to my right. So all these bucks are kind of trying to get around to this doe, and this 10-pointer's not having it. So he made that scrape, and he's just kind of making his way around her, letting his presence be known. So
she was hot for a date. She had 7 bows looking for her.
She did, and he was making sure that he was her only boyfriend. So it worked out pretty well for us.
You taking notes, Daisy?
Yeah. Let's go on over to the second part of this hunt.
Well, we've been watching that 10-pointer right there. last year, he had the same short tines as in crab claws, short tine. Well, we got another buck here, hold on. Crazy. That is a stud of an 8-pointer. And there's a couple people I'd be real excited if they got him. But I really have my heart set on getting that 10-pointer. God sent him to me today.
Fixing to load up here and go get him, aren't we, buddy? You ready? Ready. Let's see if we can find that 10-point buck. Point of it. Hey, come on, look. Point of it for me.
What? See it?
Yes.
This is where I shot my buck. This is where he was standing. He ran that way. See if we can find it.
Stand back there, you two get going.
Hold them tight, you ready? Come on. We'll lift you up and get you through these briars.
Look here, dude. Look here, Daddy.
What a buck.
What is this? It's the big buck.
Come here. Come here and look at this buck. Yeah. This is the buck that Andy and I filmed last year with those does.
And I'll get another buck.
Sean Tyson was down here. That's the same deer.
Nice.
Thick mass, thin bladed, dry tines. I'm tickled to death. Couldn't be any happier with this one.
It's pretty.
Big deer.
It's pretty.
That's a big deer, big heavy deer. He came out this morning when I first saw him, man. He was 25 yards away before I realized he was there, because I was watching these other bucks run these does, and there he stood. And I got a little bit of footage of him making a scrape, running off some other bucks, and then he came across in front of me, and I ended up getting to shoot him, I guess about 60 yards, maybe 50 or 60 yards, and he ran, I don't know, I'm going to say about that again, maybe 75 yards, and here he lays. first 10-point buck I ever killed. I've killed several 9 points and 11 point. I've had the 5x5 curse, and I guess I finally ended it. I couldn't be happier with this. What do you think, buddy? This and ready for a ride in the truck? Yeah. You're gonna have to set them Cheetos down and help me drag this deer. You think we'll get Pawpaw a buck this afternoon?
Yeah.
You think we'll see one and Pawpaw can get it? Or you think Mr. Jack might get one?
No.
No? You think Pawpaw's gonna get one?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's get this one. Let's get this one to the four-wheeler, get some pictures of him, and then we're gonna get Pawpaw and get back in here and get him and Mr. Jack set up, see if we can't get another one.
Look at Pawpaw. Look at Minnie and so this big buck.
That's right. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah. Come on.
We just gotta get into this field, fellas.
Right here.
Alright, let's go. Lead me. Go that way.
All right, good job, brother.
It was a good time.
I know she had
enjoyed
a supervisor there.
it. I did. I had my main tracking man come in to help me. We had a big time. He enjoys getting out
He
there
got
with me, so
excited when he
I
saw
went
it.
home to get him before I went to look for him and everything, and he had a big time. So
Now, don't you think a lot of parents ought to do that?
yeah,
They?
I mean it adds a lot to it.
It does. I mean, did you see how excited that youngster was?
He was fired up.
And that nailing now, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
He can find them from now on.
He'll find them now.
Well,
Guys.
great deal, good deal. I tell you what, we appreciate Brandon and Jack and everybody out there doing this film for us.
Yeah.
And really turned out nice.
Jack's really done some good footage for us here
Yeah.
lately. So I really want to thank Jack Reynolds for that.
And I'm going to tell you something. It was all because y'all put in the time during the spring and summer to get the food plots ready and
that bed and cover, that particular farm right there, this year it was all about bed and cover, and when we provided that, it changed everything.
And y'all do, I have to say, where you saw the deer walk out, that was that sanctuary that you talked about.
We've got about a 16-acre sanctuary. I know that's not big, but it's right in the heart of our property, and we do not walk in there, period. Unless there is a dead animal in there we have to go get, we will not walk in there.
Don't walk in there.
And it makes a very big difference. It really does.
So if you got the capability of doing that on your property, I highly suggest that
It's worth
doing
it,
that.
even with the small, most of our farms aren't big at all. We just try to give them some kind of area where
It could be 4 or
they can
5
feel
acres.
comfortable away from us, away from anybody, and it really will help your property a lot.
And if they feel safe, then they're going to be more comfortable coming out.
They will.
So that's what makes it. So you got to put in your work. You got to make sure that you do it, and you see what the payoff is, don't you? All
Guys,
right.
it's time to go over and do this week's product of the week. It's being sponsored by our good friends over at County Fork Outdoors. You can go see them right there at the Center Hill Dam exit, right there at the Big Rock Market, or stop in and see Ryan and the rest of those folks down here at the old Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center.
Got to show you this very nice product right here. If you're looking for last minute or Christmas special, what hunter or fisherman would not want a brand new custom built knife? This is a Tanto blade, but it is probably, it's heavy duty, isn't it?
It is. It feels great. when you
Really
hold it.
feels good in your hand. But Keith Murray out of Jackson, Tennessee is the maker of this, and I'm going to flip it around. I don't know if we can see the M on there or not. He's got a little logo of the M on there. But you can contact him through his Facebook page, and this is what he asked us to give out, was Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y, Custom Knife and Tool. It's Murray Custom Knife and Tool. Look him up on Facebook. Hey, you need to follow him anyway. He puts out some really, really cool looking knives. He's a good friend of mine, and I tell you what, I love his knife works. We talk about them all the time, but he does some really good work.
I think they get prettier every time I see them.
I do too.
I really do.
He keeps getting better and better, and my pocketbook keeps getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah, I heard using a little heat over that one right there. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I got in a little trouble over that one. but we want to give a big shout out to Keith Murray in Jackson with Murray Custom Knives and Tool.
Guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a minute. We're going to open the phone lines for you. We'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters.
Hi, I'm John Hopkins. It's time for this year's Frostbite Big Bass Open. The Open will be held at Fate Sanders Marina on beautiful Percy Priest Lake. Come out and enjoy a great day of fishing with your family and friends on February 23rd. Early entry starts at $65 and $75 the week of the tournament. Competitors will have several ways to win money, and one angler will win the grand prize of $1,700. Hoppy's Harbor Grill will be open early and will provide breakfast and lunch specials throughout the day. Register and pay now at tnbassmasters.com.